Hello world, how you doing? 13 Zulu here, out on the road, trying to network, make some money, made a move, use some money to make money, you know. I got a lot of certificates, you know what I mean? So, like I was thinking the other day, I went 100% entrepreneurial. What I'm saying, I spent almost 10 years of my life getting all these certificates and going to the gun range and being trained in this and that and this and that. And I could make $40,000 to $50,000 a year falling back on that training, plus doing my entrepreneurial work. Why wouldn't I do that? And, you know, I found out, you know, and all that training, the 10 years, is on a compounding effect. Because it took me 10 years to accumulate all those certificates and all that training and this and that and this and that, you know. So, and it just is what it is. But what the video today right now is going to be on compounding interest / compounding effect, you know, and how to invest $1,000 and what do I invest in. You know, for me, I like to see my money. Hold on, let me make sure. Yeah, I'm driving across the state of Florida, and sometimes if you're not paying attention, your gas tank will be on E, and there's no gas station for fucking 40 miles. Pay attention. Pay attention. Anyways, so, you know, what I invest in, I like to see my money come back. And a couple years ago, 2013, 2012, I got into a lending club where you can do $25 loans at a time and lend out. But the crazy thing about that part is the fact that I tried to get some people to join it recently, and it is now $1,000 up front to sign in, to set up a lending club account. And the thing about it is, these people know the average American only has $200 to $300 that they can get their hands on. So practically they're blocking out 60-70% of the average American population. That's crazy. I didn't know that, because I signed up years and years and years ago, and I told people about it and nobody wanted to do it. But the thing with the lending club situation is, what I found out, I left a state job on some racist situation that was going on there. And, you know, when I get angry, it's not nice. You know what I mean? And then, but they use that against you. They poke your buttons till you get aggressive and you get angry. So what I did was, luckily I had been building my business, my, you know, my junk removal and cleanup and moving service business. I had been building it up. And luckily, I had done that to the point of where, you know, I built it up to the point of where that it could self-sustain. I could pay my bills. Like, at the end of the month, if I worked hard and I did everything, I could feed my kids, take care of all my bills, and whoop-de-whoop. There's nothing extra, but I could make it to the next month and the next month and the next month, and I did that. But in the month of December, you know, I was like really hurting, and I kind of looked at it like, what the hell can I do? What can I do? So what I did was I invested in a company called Ripple, called XRP. I saw this thing at like 16 cents, 15 cents, right? And what I did was, every 2 loans that I did on Lending Club, I could pull out $25 and then reinvest another 2 loans worth of interest, pull out another $25. And what I noticed was, it shows a certain amount capital balance on your account. The account wasn't dropping. So I'm like, okay, that's interesting. You know, so I'm guessing this is how banks do it, where they make the loans, they get the capital, they use the capital, they re-lend it out, and then the interest, they use the interest to operate. But they don't use it, they use a percentage, not everything. So that helped me raise $300 or $400 in XRP. And any change I could find, any dollars, I put $300 into XRP, would you believe me that $300 turned into $4,000? It turned into like $4,000 or $5,000 from XRP. So keep buying XRP. The price is gonna fluctuate, but I see that being like Bitcoin's double dragon. You know what I mean? The blue and the red. I really do see that as being Bitcoin's double dragon. But you know, and so, you know, that helped me out. Lending Club helped me out, investing in XRP, Binance, you know, buying cryptocurrency super cheap at the time, and then as they flip, you know what I mean, I can sell them high. I did pull out like $1,000, paid some bills off, helped me to float, and then, you know, in January I had a lot of business come in and helped, and business picked up. And then when that happened, you know, I went into doing Land Monster apparel. You know, you can buy hats and shirts at the link that I'm going to place in the bottom. It was just, you know what I mean? It was a beautiful thing to be able to invest like that. And, you know, so the Lending Club helped me out. If you can get that $1,000 to put in that, I would recommend doing that. Binance, if you can get into cryptos, I'd recommend doing that. You know, and then another thing is I had a lot of gold and silver that I had been buying from when I was in the state. You know, I had a couple $1,000s worth of silver, and I sold some of that to be able to float a little bit too, but I'm recouping it on the backside now, like how I stabled out. And the thing is, while I was at the state, I paid off all my debt, paid off credit cards, paid off vehicles. I don't like debt, and the reason why is it sucks out all your energy to be able to operate and be able to like move and do, you know what I mean? I hate debt. I'd rather be paid interest than having to pay it. So, you know, that would bring in, when I say the $1,000 a month, or not even 1,000, how to invest 1,000. The best thing you can do with $1,000 is throw that into something that's gonna recoup. You have a 90% chance of recouping your money. You know what I mean? So Lending Club, you can invest to people with 800 credit scores only. You don't have to invest your money with anyone less than that. That's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? That is a goddamn beautiful thing, to where you can invest that, and you know, and in people with, anyone with a 750 or higher credit score, they're not gonna throw their damn credit score away. You know what I mean? They're not gonna do it. So you know they're gonna eat. You know they're gonna use that money to pay off something or buy something, and then recoup that money back on the backside. And Lending Club is a real beautiful thing. I'll put the link in the bottom. Usually every video that I'm rocking, I'm gonna have the links to everything. The Land Monster apparel, the Lending Club self-lender. You can put money into that monthly. Then at the end of the 12 months, they pay you back your money that you put in, plus interest. Then you get a check, you know, every 12 months, and you can just put money aside. But the beautiful thing about that is they report that check, they report those payments to the credit bureau. So you get that back, boom, they reported it to all 3 credit bureaus, and then when you get that check back, you can reinvest that into dividend producing income, assets, stock, buy as much stock as you can with that as possible. Boom. That's, you know what I mean? That's beautiful. And then do it again. Put money over there, build your credit up some more, put that over there. So by the time, if you do that for 5 or 6 years, that's $6,000 or $7,000 that you bought stocks with. That's shitting off dividends, and you've been reporting to the credit bureau for 3-4 years. Come on, you know what I mean? Like, if you do a little bit of thinking on how to win, like, when I say Land Monster, right? I'm a Land Monster. I want to control my domain. I want to understand how my money works. I want to control my interest payments. I want to control everything that deals with me. I want to dictate that. I don't want the world putting its actions on me. I want to dictate my force upon the world, you know, and the best way to do that is to just get self-educated on the financial situation of not only yourself, your county, your state, and the world, and the country you live in. Learn what's going on geopolitically. You know that nations are fighting over resource. We're having resource wars right now. for gold, silver, fuel, oil, water. What does that dictate? And that means that you know, it's only gonna, more fights are gonna happen, you know, more things are gonna happen, more things are gonna take place. So we have to pay attention, you know. So minimum, if you can just start investing even $50 or $100 a month, because I even have mutual funds that I put into, and I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is I'm either gonna stop the mutual fund, I'm gonna stop the mutual fund altogether, or I'm just gonna start putting that in the stocks too, because I'm like, what's the point of doing the mutual fund if I can buy the stocks, you know, that pay me the dividends? So practically it's like I'm fighting against myself on that. So I'm really thinking I'm gonna close the mutual fund, and just put everything into my stocks and use it like a 3-tier investment system. And the one thing I can tell you is that when you buy the stocks, right, you own part of the corporation. You are now, even with one share, you are a business owner. You are part of the company. That's a beautiful thing, y'all. When you own a part of a company and you own shares, that changes your paradigm. That changes how you operate, because now you're a business owner. See what I'm saying? You're a business owner. You can do different shit. Oh, I gotta shoot around this tractor. John Deere tractor. There used to be some song they used to sing when I was in the Army about that. I don't even remember how it go, but damn, how that shit go. Anyways, hey, I'm having a flashback, boy. But you know, the biggest thing I can tell you is we gotta hustle, we gotta grind, we gotta do right, we just gotta understand how money works. Stop letting the system beat up on you. I watch a lot of Dave Ramsey. That helped me get out of debt and how to focus and how to beat, you know, how to play the game. I'd recommend you do the same. Dave Ramsey, Eric Thomas, Zig Ziglar, Erica Williams, Glendon Cameron, you know, just how to win. You know, Uncle Grant Cardone, you know, people with, you know, putting a lot of information out there. So I'm coming into a dangerous intersection. I don't want to die. So I'll hit y'all back later. 13 Zulu out.